Honey, I'm really sorry. Do you mind getting a frozen dinner from the store or something tonight? Or maybe you can order food for tonight.
Huh? Why?
I don't feel great, hon. I don't think I'll be able to make anything tonight at this rate.
Seriously, Jess? You're still sick? How long do you plan on staying sick? This has been going on for over a week now.
Hon, it's not about getting better. I don't think this is just going to go away. I feel tired and nauseous. Honestly, it's a bit like when I had really bad anemia a few years ago.
Yeah, obviously I know being pregnant isn't like being sick. You know what I meant. So what? You still have morning sickness then? Is that why you're still nauseous? I thought the morning sickness went away after a couple of weeks. What gives?
I guess. I heard some people have really bad nausea in their first trimester and then it goes away. And other people continue feeling sick well into their third. Can we change the subject? Talking about it is making me feel kinda sick again.
Are you serious? You're going to be sick until you give birth?
I don't know, Ned. You can't really predict these kinds of things. But it's not like I feel under all the time. I have my good days too, you know.
You say that, Jess, but all you do is lay in bed. Ever since you got pregnant, you've just been sleeping more and more. I'm feeling sick this, and my head hurts that. Every single day, I tell you. All I hear are excuses.
They're not excuses, Ned.
You know, I've never met someone who had it this bad. All the other pregnant women I see are out walking and doing yoga or something. Why don't you walk around the block a bit? I'm sure you'll start feeling better once you get your body moving a bit.
I go out for a short walk in the mornings when I feel up for it and it's not too warm. But my doctor told me to take it easy and not to force myself.
Oh, is that so? Don't you think you should be getting more exercise anyway? I don't know. You're starting to get a little chubby. Maybe some yoga would do you good.
Really?
Oh yeah, you're really starting to pack on some weight. And I don't think it's just because you're pregnant, Jess.
But my doctor hasn't talked to me about my weight or anything like that. He would have told me to be careful if he was worried. Maybe it's just the swelling that's making me look fat?
No, I'm pretty sure you've gotten fatter, Jess. Trust me. If anyone knows, it's me. I don't trust that doctor of yours anyway. He wouldn't listen to me when I said you were having snoring issues either. You sound like a frickin' truck driver whenever you start snoring. It's horrendous.
Ned, do you have to say it like that?
What? I'm just being honest. You literally sound like a big old trucker that fell asleep in his cab whenever you snore. I get scared to death half the time I wake up. I keep thinking that I'm in some horrible nightmare or I got married to a guy at some truck stop, but then I realize it's you. If past me saw me now. Jeez.
Oh.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this is all because you don't exercise enough, okay? Go take a walk around the block. You've got more than enough time before I get back for dinner. You'll feel much better, I'm sure of it. Then you can get on with making me dinner. I can't go eating fast food every night like this. My stomach isn't agreeing with beer and burgers every other night. So I expect you to make me a decent meal tonight.
But, Ned, I really don't feel good right now. I can barely get out of bed without feeling dizzy.
That's why I'm saying it's still a while before dinner. Just get some fresh air and you'll be feeling right as day. Oh, and I want some of those steamed potatoes I told you about the other day. Got it? We both need some healthy vegetables after all.
But, Ned, I told you I can't. You can just get a healthy frozen meal at the store. I'm messaging you now because I don't think I'm going to be able to make us dinner tonight.
Don't make your problems mine, Jess. I'm asking you something very simple right now. You get to stay at home all day doing nothing but lying around and watching dramas. The least you can do is make us some dinner, woman.
Ned, I'm 8 months pregnant. I'm telling you I don't feel well.
Jess, how come you're not feeling well when every other woman with a child is out there going about their day normally? I see women with their bellies looking ready to burst at the gym doing Pilates, doing groceries, walking around in the park. Why are you the only one acting out and laying in bed all day complaining about a headache and whatever? You don't even bother to clean anymore. The place is a mess. You're not the only one living in that house, you know.
I'm doing my best, Ned. Okay?
You're sloppy. You don't put any effort into your duties anymore. What's the point of making you my housewife if you're just going to slack off like this all the time? I hate coming home to our dirty home, Jess. I work hard every day for our sake. The least you can do is make the place nice and presentable for me so I can relax when I come home. Who's the one putting food on the table, huh?
I'm sorry. I'll do better next time.
Why couldn't you just say that from the start? I'll give you time today to clean the room and the kitchen, okay? And for goodness sake, please do something about that lime scale in the bathtub like I asked you.
Ned, I'm sorry I didn't make you dinner tonight.
It's fine. I was thinking of getting something to eat anyway. But come on, Jess, couldn't you at least let me know you weren't going to make any dinner tonight before taking another nap?
I'm really sorry.
The house hasn't been cleaned one bit since I left this morning, too. What the hell were you doing the whole day?
I think I might have a cold. My fever is running at a 101 last time I checked. I thought I could sleep it off or something, but it just got worse. I felt really dizzy when I woke up this afternoon.
Huh? A cold? You never go anywhere during the day and you still manage to catch a cold?
I did go to the store yesterday to buy groceries, Ned. Maybe that's where I picked it up.
Unbelievable. All you do is stay at home and now you've somehow managed to catch a cold? What's with you? Do you just attract germs at this point, huh? You better not infect me too. Here.
I'll go sleep in the guest bedroom tonight.
Good. And disinfect the bedroom too while you're at it. I'm not going to be happy if you infect me. Use those sanitizer sprays we have in the kitchen closet, and make sure to spray everywhere. Oh, and change the sheets too. They're starting to smell musty anyway.
Ned, I don't know if I can do all of that on my own. I told you I'm still dizzy when I stand up and all.
Jess! I come back from work and you're still in bed. There's no dinner waiting for me, and the house is still exactly how it was when I left this morning. What are you even here for if you're just going to slack off all day?
Ned, what do you mean, what am I here for? I don't exist just to clean and cook, you know?
I'm not saying that, Jess, but sometimes I wonder if you're not forgetting who's putting food on the table every night. Just because you're pregnant doesn't mean you can neglect your duties at home. Don't get carried away just because you're carrying a baby.
What are you talking about, Ned? What do you mean I'm getting carried away?
Of course you are, Jess. I'm working myself to the bone every day, and what are you doing in return? Laying in bed and complaining. You don't do jack. You think you can just go, oh, I don't feel well, and then you'll be excused for loafing around and not doing any of your own work at home?
I'm not loafing around, Ned. You know this baby is yours too, right?
I know that.
No, you don't. If you knew that, you wouldn't be chastising me so much for feeling sick.
I'm doing my damn best to give you and that kid the best life they can. And what do I get? If anyone doesn't understand what the other person is going through, it's you.
I'm grateful for your hard work, Ned. But I just wish you would be more considerate towards me, okay? Why can't you make more effort to understand what it's like for me? Why don't you read up a bit more about pregnancy, or pay attention when the doctor is explaining stuff to us? There are women who can move around and even exercise a bit while pregnant. And there are also women who have to take it easy like I do. It's not an illness or something, okay?
The only reason you're constantly sick is because you lay around doing nothing all day. You're neglecting your health. That's why you're feeling the way you do. Even before you got pregnant, you were slacking off and not doing the chores around the house properly.
I was doing the housework properly. All the rooms were tidy and the floors were always clean.
If you say so, Jess. You probably hired a helper or someone to clean the place while you were out and having tea with your friends or something.
Huh? Why would I do that, Ned?
Whatever. You're going to clean the place up before I get back. I want the place all tidied up and the bedroom sanitized. Think of this as punishment for not making me dinner.
But Ned, I told you I have a fever. And didn't you say you wanted to eat out anyway?
Don't give me that. I said clean the place up. And yeah, I'm going out for drinks with my work buddies tonight, so you'll have more than enough time to make the place spotless. Got it?
Ned, if you have time to go out drinking with your colleagues, then why can't you help me with the housework? Isn't that what a spouse should be doing instead of going out and having fun while their wife is sick?
Don't tell me what to do, woman. I do my job, you do yours. Don't make me pick up the slack for you. When you're done with your work, you can also go out and have fun. You'll have to get healthy first before you can do that, I suppose.
Ned, how can you say things like that? I'm your partner. I'm carrying your child, for goodness sake. How can you be so cruel? I'm doing everything I can to make sure our baby is born safe and sound. Even though I'm pregnant and struggling, you still refuse to do anything around the house. You tell me to do all of the chores, and if I don't meet your expectations, you tell me I'm worthless and a freeloader.
Hey, I never said you were worthless, Jess.
What are you even here for?
I'm not going to justify myself to you, okay? Just leave it. I don't want to be worked up when I'm about to go out and have fun, so just drop it already. I swear you're getting crazier by the day. You're psychotic, Jess. You do nothing around the house these days. The house is a mess and you don't even cook anything for me anymore. Not a single good thing has come out of this pregnancy thing.
I'm done talking about this, Ned.
Huh? What's that? Had enough?
It obviously doesn't matter what I say. I'll just do the chores the way you want. Clearly, that's all you really care about.
Yeah, good. Don't go arguing with me anymore. You agreed to this. God, you've really turned into a massive pain, haven't you? If only someone told me how difficult women could get when they're pregnant, I wouldn't have agreed to any of this. Jess, where are you? Frickin' hell, Jess, you're really starting to drive me mad. All this complaining about being sick and dizzy and you're not even home. I knew you were putting up an act. And you didn't even clean the place like I told you to. Your wife isn't here anymore, Ned. What are you talking about? Jess, where the hell did you go? Why didn't you clean the house?
Ned, this isn't Jesse speaking right now.
This is your number, isn't it? Don't give me that nonsense. I'm not falling for it.
Jesse was taken to the hospital for treatment.
What do you mean? Then who is this?
This is your mother speaking, Ned. What's the meaning of this?
Mom?
Yes, Ned.
Wait, is it really you?
If you don't believe me, Ned, I can always tell you the name of your middle school crush on here.
Wait, no, don't do that. I believe you, Mom. But what are you doing with Jess's phone? More importantly, what do you mean she was taken to the hospital?
Apparently, you forced your wife to do all sorts of chores despite her having a fever of 101. At least, that's what the nurses told me. She forced herself out of bed to start cleaning the house when she collapsed. Fortunately, she managed to call an ambulance to take her to the hospital. She apparently passed out on the way to the hospital.
What? But I thought she only had a cold. I didn't hear anything about a fever.
She clearly told you she had a fever. And she's pregnant after all, Ned. How could you force her to clean the house when she was in that condition? And now I hear you also went out with your friends from work instead of staying home with her.
No, that's not. I was invited to a work event. That's all.
Even if that were true, why were you out until this late? Shouldn't you be at home to look after your pregnant wife?
What kind of husband is out and having fun with his colleagues when his wife is home sick? Mom, it's not like I can say no to my coworkers. I didn't have a choice. I'm obligated to go along to these things when I'm invited. I'm sure your coworkers would understand if you told them you had to look after your wife, Ned. Don't tell me work is more important than your wife and child. What were you thinking? And forcing her to do all the housework? But all she ever does is loaf around all day. She doesn't do anything all day. I figured the least she could do was clean the house before I came back. Let her lay around and do nothing. She's pregnant, Ned. She's allowed to take it easy. But there are tons of women out there raising kids while pregnant, and other women still go to work right after giving birth. Those women can do that because their environment and circumstances allow it. They have the support from their partners and family. That's why they can do that. So where's Jessie's support? Huh? How is she supposed to do all those things when you're not giving her a lick of support and encouragement? I'm working myself to the bone to support her. That's no support, Ned. That's the bare minimum. Whatever. You can lecture me afterwards. Just tell me where Jess is. Which hospital was she taken to? Jessie told me explicitly not to tell you where she is. Huh? It's the least I can do for her right now, Ned. You're not qualified to support her anymore. That's why I'm telling you. You don't have a wife anymore. Jess, darling, please talk to me. Call me or message me. Anything. Please. I just want to talk to you and apologize about all of this. Are you still at the hospital?
I was released yesterday.
Jess, darling, are you feeling better? Is everything okay now? I didn't hear anything from you after that night. I was really worried about you, Jess.
I was hospitalized because I wasn't okay, Ned.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The reason I answered today was because I finally got the courage to tell you something important.
Courage? What do you mean? What's going on?
I want us to separate.
Huh? What?
I can't keep doing this, Ned. I don't want to be with you anymore. I want a divorce.
Wait, Jess, what are you saying? Is this all just because I told you to do the chores that night?
No, it's more than just that. This has been going on since way before then. I asked you over a dozen times to look up what pregnancy is like for people like me. You never listen to what my doctor tells you, even when he explained I can't do any strenuous exercises when I feel sick. You still insist that I clean the house. You haven't offered to do anything around the house to help me out.
But I thought being pregnant wasn't like being sick.
It isn't, Ned, but it's still taking a big toll on my body and my mental health just having the baby inside me. Carrying a baby can be hard for some people, and giving birth is even harder. There's always a possibility of something going wrong, risking both the mother and the baby's life. You should know this, and yet you still treated me like some lazy, unmotivated freeloader.
I'm sorry. Mom scolded and lectured me a lot since that night you went to the hospital. I know how bad it can be now, Jess.
It's too late for that, Ned.
Darling, don't say that. We can still work through this, can't we? I mean, we're going to have a baby after all. We can't just give up now, right? This is the most important moment in our lives. Our child is going to need us.
Ned, I'll never be able to forget the things you said to me. Saying I have no use if I'm not cooking and cleaning for you. Telling me to do all the chores before you get home, even though I had a fever and felt like passing out. I finally realized that all the stress I've been dealing with was all because of you. My anxiety was always going through the roof right before you came home every night.
I'm sorry, Jess. I really am. I promise I'll help out around the house from now on. Please, let's not rush into anything we might regret, okay? I married you because I love you. because I wanted to spend my whole life with you.
If you really loved me, why didn't you treat me better? If you wanted to be with me for the rest of your life, how could you say those things to me? I expect better from someone who says they love me. I told you every day how much I appreciated you working to support us. But I never got so much as a thank you for all the work I did at home. A partner should always do whatever they can to support their loved one. That's what I think, at least.
Well, what about our kid, Jess? Are you planning on raising our child on your own?
I guess I'll focus on raising the baby for the first year or so. Then I'll go back to working. I hear a lot of places have daycare facilities at their offices. I can figure the rest out as it comes.
Jess, being a single mother isn't going to be easy, you know.
Of course I know that. But it'll be miles better than raising a child with you. Plus, my parents and your parents all agreed to help me in whatever way I need. Your mother even offered to watch over the baby if I'm having a hard time getting sleep and things like that. So I know I'll be fine. I have people in my life who actually care about me and are there to support me. I'll raise my baby better than you ever could.
But Jess, that's our child. I deserve to raise them just as much as you do. You know I've always wanted to be a father.
Excuse me? Where was that desire to be a father the last couple of months when I was the one carrying the baby inside me? You haven't shown any interest in our child since I found out I was pregnant. You even made fun of me saying I sound like a trucker when I sleep. And you always scoffed at the doctor when I had to go in for checkups. Every time I felt sick to my stomach, you would make a face like you were annoyed and left the house.
I guess I just didn't realize what it would really be like to become a father.
I figured that out very early in, Ned. Don't go acting like you just figured that out for yourself. You haven't acted like a proper husband once in the last 7 years, much less like a proper father.
I promise, things will change, Jess. I'll do anything to make sure you feel supported. I'll put your health ahead of anything else, I swear.
I don't trust a thing from someone who hasn't made any effort until I was almost at death's door. We'll discuss the divorce further once I hire an attorney. I'd suggest you do the same.
Jess, wait. I'm sorry. I really am. I was a terrible husband. You're right. But I can't do this without you. I need you. These last few days have made me realize that I'm nothing without you.
No. The only thing you want is someone who can do all the chores around the house for you. So go and hire a helper or someone to do that for you. Then you'll be fine. You don't need me. You just wanted a personal cook and cleaning lady. I'm not stepping another foot in that house.
That's not true at all, Jess. I want you here more than anything else. I can't stand being away from you. I swear I'll do better. I'll treat you right. Just give me another chance. Please.
I don't want to hear another word from you, Ned. If you really cared about me, you wouldn't have told me to clean the whole house when I had a raging fever and I felt like passing out. Leaving your sick and pregnant wife home alone to go out drinking with your coworkers. What use do you think I have for someone as cruel as that? A few weeks later, thanks to our attorneys, we came to an agreement and filed for divorce. I thankfully got a small but decent amount of money when our property and finances got divvied up. Even though Ned begged me not to go through with the divorce, he relented in the end because nobody, not his parents nor his friends at work, would stand by his side when they found out how he treated me. Sounds like his dad and his friends especially gave him a hard time for his actions. So it seems he's at least come to realize how badly he messed up. That being said, it doesn't matter how much he regrets his actions or how profusely he apologizes. I have no intentions of trying to rebuild the marriage. He showed me exactly what he thought of me and what he viewed me as, and that feeling of being nothing more than a glorified helper won't ever go away. Although he's still legally obligated to support his child, so he'll be paying child support until they turn 18. But as part of our agreement, I'll be allowing him to see his child for 1 week every 2 months. Even though our marriage has ended, I'm hoping he'll learn to be a good father to his child as time goes on. A few weeks after our divorce was finalized, I was taken to the hospital again. But this time, I was there to deliver my baby, not because I collapsed while cleaning. I gave birth to a beautiful and healthy baby son, and every single day since then has been an absolute blessing. Not to say that raising a newborn child by yourself isn't difficult, because it most certainly is. But with a strong support system like the one I fortunately have, I'm thankfully managing to do a decent job, I think. And I'm sure that once I start working next year, it's going to get even harder. But if it means that I can give my son a good life, then it'll definitely all be worth it. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content. See you next time!